Okay, now that we've configured all our switches into VLAN, we can verify that we've configured the ports correctly in each department by clicking Protocols menu, then select VLAN, then select Visualize VLANs. Now take a screenshot of the VLAN visualization table as we need it as our references to match the color of the links, with the table in the PDF version of the tutorial that serve as our guide in configuring the switch ports. Then click OK button, and you've noticed that the color of the links change based from the color associated with each VLAN identifier. If you still remember, we configured our billing department to VLAN identifier 10. And the color is supposed to be blue, so let's check that if we have the right color. And yes, our billing department is in blue color, and for our sales department it's in green color, so let's verify that. So our sales department is set to identifier 20 and it is colored green, and so we got that right. And for the tech department, it is on identifier 30 and the color is supposed to be red. So let's check that on our with VLAN workspace, and it shows that our tech workstations and server links are colored red. Then finally, our trunk link is in purple. Our trunk link are the links that connect to both switches, and both are colored purple. So that means we have correctly configured all our workstations and servers to its correct VLAN identifier. Press Ctrl S to save the project, and now we are ready to run the scenarios. So click Scenarios menu, and then click Manage Scenarios. Under Results field, change it to Collect, and make sure that the simulation duration is 0.5 hours. Then click OK, and the simulation sequence will start right away, and it will just take maybe a minute or two. So our simulation on both scenarios were successful, so click Close. And now let us compare the results by clicking Results menu and select Compare Results. Expand the Office network and expand the billing server. Then expand the server DB and check the statistics for traffic received database access heavy. Then click Show button to see the detailed view of the graph. So the blue graph is the no VLAN scenario, and the red graph is the with VLAN scenario. And did you notice that there are more traffic received in the no VLAN scenario? Which is expected because the first scenario is a single broadcast domain. And if you remember, here are the lists of profile configurations set for billing, sales, and tech. And for database access heavy, we have from billing profile and the tech profile. So that means in the no VLAN scenario, a total of 20 workstations that are transmitting database access heavy traffic requests to the billing server from the billing and the tech workstations. While with VLAN scenario, only 10 billing workstations are sending the database access heavy traffic request. Did you notice that there is no great difference on the traffic between the no VLAN and with VLAN? In few times, the red graph had reached almost the same amount of traffic, just like on the blue graph, knowing that the number of workstations in with VLAN scenario is 50% lesser compared to no VLAN scenario. And this is one of the benefits of using VLAN, as it utilizes the bandwidth besides the fact that VLAN was able to segregate the traffic in each department. Through VLAN, we can conclude some advantages. So by configuring the network into VLAN, sensitive communications in the billing department will not be broadcasted to all the departments. Therefore, VLAN reduces the chances of other departments from gaining access to confidential data. So for the laboratory activity, try duplicating the second scenario and upgrade the trunk links to 100 Mbps and check the Ethernet delay. So why is it better to use higher bandwidth on trunk links? So feel free to check the application traffic and the VLAN traffic. And we've now completed our Laboratory 5. You may close any open window and exit the IT Guru Laboratory project. So hopefully you're able to gain some basic understanding about the VLAN concepts and benefits. Thank you for watching this video.